Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be spectating diamond lobbies. There's a lot of caveats to this though. I'm doing it really early on in the season, partly because of the massive changes to the rank system. So I've been queuing up a lot with Marianas and also Sarah. I have their links down in the description. You can follow their Twitter and also Sarah's YouTube channel. Now, the premise of today's video is going to be very different because I want to spectate the lobbies, but the percentages are so low that honestly, it's I think right now with Diamond it's 0.078%. I think Plat 1 is 0.06% of the player base. So we're gonna see how these lobbies play out. I realize the music is a little loud, so I turn that down just a little bit, and it should be okay. But nonetheless, we're going to queue up. We're gonna do 2 rounds. Remember, there's a demotion. I'm kind of putting my own account at risk here. Sarah and Mari have not warmed up, and we're gonna provide as many educational tips at the start, what we have seen, what works. And whenever we get eliminated, Mari and Sarah are going to mute their mic, and I'll commentate the rest of the lobby. All right, let's get into it. All right, 2 rounds. Let's get it. Pretty much give everyone insight, as many tips, what we've seen is working, what's not working, issues that we're running into, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we could start with the guard group composition, probably.
True. Right now, we're running Horizon, Valkyrie, and Newcastle. I play pretty much entry fragger. Valkyrie's great for rotation. Newcastle is for anchoring, which has gotten us... Oh, wow, look at that. You see? So this is already a great point. Because diamond lobbies are 0.078% of the lobby, we are in sweaty lobbies. What we have been doing consistently is hitting the these stations, essentially. Everyone's playing very much safe in these lobbies. You'll notice that everyone is trying to find a POI for themselves. Around the lower tier lobbies, people will 50-50 and contest consistently, which is very strange. So everyone, you'll notice, is looking for that right POI. We might take the north side, we might take the south side, depending on the armory. Probably take this spot. Yeah, let's go there. If we get eliminated... Yep. Right now, there's the UI is bugging out. There's crafting and there's the armory. There's no beacon, but we see a beacon is... I guess the closest one is mill. All those things matter in a diamond lobby. And because we're providing tips, this is, I don't know how well this round is going to go per se. And if it doesn't go well, I'm not necessarily going to be upset because, well, we're not necessarily, that's not the point of the video. So we've been hitting the armories just as an extra POI, and because they're near the beacon in certain areas and instances, sometimes we've been hitting the wall, north pad as an example. It just depends where the beacon goes and where we decide to take a different POI, so it kind of changes. What's also interesting is just making sure your loadouts. I know there's a charge rifle there as an example. Right now I got triple take wingman. We got crafter, so I'm probably going to run an R301 sniper here. An issue that we've been seeing in ranked specifically with this map is the people have been putting the cars on top of the armories, which has been causing a lot of problems specifically with, well, trying to get out, unfortunately. So that could happen to us right now. You'll notice right now the lobby is dying out really, really slow. Plays very much like ALGS style, and towards the end of the zone, you anticipate that there should be at least like 7 to 10 squads still remaining, probably around zone 4. If we stay alive long enough, then you're going to see that. You'll see that we try to be as efficient as possible getting the guns that we load out with. Knowing your team's loadout is ideal if you're queuing with randoms at this MMR. I know there's a few people who do. You kind of have to go with the whim of what your 2 other teammates are doing. It can get a little rough. So there's a lot of information to share at this level in MMR, but also you can use at a lower MMR to consistently improve. And there's a lot of loot here. It's actually not half bad. I'm gonna run a triple take, and I'm dropping the wingman if anybody wants the wingman.
Sure. I'm gonna flatline. I take a red dot and drop a 3x if somebody wants to change. Thank you for the arrows. I
might jump cut when we're in the armory, just to kind of cut down time, specifically. But we are going to run the armory, and we usually just craft here as much as possible. Teams don't really run up right away. Usually they're pretty respectful at this tier in lobby, partly because nobody really wants to die this early on because of the KP minuses. You'll notice at Diamond 4, you're minus 63, which is old Masters, pretty much, if you were Master level. Right now, the KP amount that I have is probably 11,000. So, pretty interesting overall. Also, the armory, it gives you a lot of ammo, and ammo can get really scarce. A lot of compositions that I currently have been seeing based on ranking as well. You see a lot of Valkyrie. Rampart actually has been showcasing herself quite a bit, especially for end zones, so she's pretty strong there. I'm coming over in just a second. I know I'm a little late.
Yep, and I'm watching the hill for you through the window here to make sure you don't get run up on.
Yep, that's also a mistake that I've made early on with the team. We got to make sure we're watching all angles. I made that mistake, and we've been run up on before. We're watching pretty much every single angle and going for rotation. So this is why spectating diamond lobbies, normally I'm able to queue up with a squad, but the queue times are also really slow, which is also pretty normal. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump cut here. We're going to do the armory, and if we get jumped from the vehicle above, well, I'll cut to that and showcase it, and then I'll spectate the rest of the lobby. Nobody's above. We didn't hear anybody during, so let's fly over to C-Note.
Fly backside?
Yep. So during that whole engagement, only 2 teams were eliminated. There's nobody really nearby. Going for zone pretty early on makes a whole lot of sense, just because nobody wants to lose 63 points right off the rip. If there was teams here, sometimes we would go for the fight. It really depends, though. It's kind of hit or miss. Sometimes you get blessed with a zone like this, and honestly, we're just not going to be able to rotate and just go grief a team. It really depends on the state of the lobby, but if it's going this slow, whenever you get to end zone, you're going to see later of how clustery that it becomes, and it gets really, really tight.
Your wall, Sarah.
I got you.
Newcastle's great for blocking off any gunfire, so you'll see that the wall is there, kind of like a Gibraltar bubble. Newcastle kind of fills the role like a Gibraltar. Okay.
We can play back here for now.
Yeah.
Or we can play where we are.
Actually switching guns right now.
I think the house back further is probably better.
Yeah, most likely.
So we're more likely to get run up on here, I think, from the north side.
Yeah, I'm queuing up. They're fighting over there. Pretty hard. Disney World.
Oh yeah, I see it. Looking at the roof.
I can't tell if they're fully engaged on that or not, though. Like, they have their ult, but I don't hear any shots.
We need to watch somebody doesn't run up on us from Mill.
Okay. I'll watch Mill. You guys watch everything else.
Okay. I'm going to float around the beacon. Sarah, can you wall me again for it?
Yeah.
Got one team running in. I can't ping them because they're really far away still.
How far?
They're going over to the right over here. They're in the air.
I see them. There's people here too on armory.
Okay. Let's kind of collapse on each other.
Valcult over here.
So what you're seeing now, chat, is everyone trying to go to zone. And this is the plus side and the downside of being in the center. The plus side, if we're here in the center, is that, well, we're in center of zone. The downside is that we literally can get dogpiled and just run up by everybody and their grandmother. And it just will get really, really hot very, very quickly. We want to hit the beacon one more time so we have the information, but I don't think they're going to let us.
We should be able to.
Yeah.
They were busy shooting at each other over there.
I'm going to watch the back again. I kind of stopped watching the back. That's my bad.
Yep. Northeast cover. Sarah, cover me. 4 seconds. I need the wall on 3.
The big advice I can provide to most people, I know we're spread out, but we're also calming a lot. There's one team all the way over here. Is we're trying to command a lot of space. The more information we have and the more we can command, the more we can anticipate.
One out in the open right here. They're looking at us.
Okay, coming over. We know where beacon is. Let's take this building here, the building in the back.
Yeah, we need to go now.
Yep. The downside, chat, from everybody who's watching, is what you're gonna see is that this building could literally. They got that. Okay.
Yeah, and they're going for the building as well. We need to get there first.
Yeah. This is a 50-50 shot whether we get this or not. I'm gonna ult them to slow them down a little bit. See if they just back off. The only way we're gonna get. Okay.
Batting.
All right, we got the building. They're gonna want this bad though. I'm here. I'm gonna take the backside. Actually, I'm gonna take a different angle from you guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna play the ultimate height back here.
Yep.
They're going to the right.
Team here on the rocks now.
Yep.
Watch this building.
All right, I'm gonna watch this angle here. Okay.
Hacked one on the building.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, everyone's about to collapse on this.
Another team here.
So if you're watching, the only way we get to keep this spot, considering it's such a power position, because there's going to be a Pred team that is ultimately going to try to take this from us, is that we have to deal out more damage than them. That's the only way we're going to keep it, unfortunately. And that's not necessarily easy, especially when everyone keeps putting pressure and dogpiling in this lobby. We just got...
Queuing up here.
Yep.
Their team.
Okay, I'm going to take this other angle. Yeah, yep. Looking. They might want to just coexist. They're not in a bad spot. And they don't have beacon information yet. They're just guessing.
Oh, but they can see that we have Valkyrie and that we have beacon info, which is a good point, actually. If
Another
you
tip.
don't have a scanner,
they're rotating this way.
look for a
rotating
team
this way.
that does.
Yeah, if you see another team has a Valkyrie, a Seer, Bloodhound, and they seem like they know where they're going, and you don't have somebody scanning, then you know that's where zone is going to end. I know some people will tend to run non-scan legends, which is perfectly fine. Now the team's Valkyrie thing, they're probably going to try to take that from us too. Still 16 squads. The second zone is about to close. This is not abnormal for this tier of lobby. By the way, if you are a lower tier lobby, let's say bronze, silver, or gold, and you go play zone like this, I guarantee you're going to go up points. Now, it's a less fun way, but at this level, kind of the requirement. I hit one for about 90 over there. I shouldn't have switched off the triple tank. Yep, looking.
They're trying to come over.
Yeah, I see. They got bubble.
Your bubble.
I can still shoot the bottom of it though.
Hopefully they back off.
They went here.
Yep.
Valkyrie on pipe minus 83 gold.
Okay.
They ran into
I'm
the
going
other.
back. I'm watching the other side.
Oh yeah,
over here.
that might be the other Valkyrie.
All right, they're just bowing us from really far
More
away.
shots. Do we know the angle?
They're
I think it
here.
was this building.
Yeah. So essentially, all we're doing is holding various angles and we're within proximity. And sometimes stuff happens. Sometimes people get cracked, and that's whenever somebody makes a push. So it's a very cat and mouse. I know somebody said they don't agree with the comment of chess. Still, it's very much, in my opinion, very much like chess. You make a play. Sometimes the play isn't ideal. Maybe you put your knight a little further, and then you retreat back, and then they chase you, and then you jump them. You know, it's a bit of cat and mouse.
Going inside to look for ammo.
Yeah. What do you need?
Light. I found some.
Okay.
There's heavy in here too if you need.
Okay.
I need heavy. Unless you need it, Des.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
We got really
I'll
lucky
take it.
with the zone, to
I'm
be
grenade on
honest.
here.
So what you'll notice what happens in the zone here, I know this isn't the most riveting because we just got blessed with the zone. Maybe the next round that we do, we'll have to rotate in. Normally, actually, what we do as a team is that we actually take edge of zone and push in.
Putting my ult up here.
We actually, as a team, don't really just get the opportunity to go right to zone, but it did get pulled right towards us. So we kind of just played the smartest thing that we could. This is also going to minimize the RP loss for us and also kind of help us because Sarah and Mari haven't warmed up, and I've only played like one round so far. Other tips, and everyone always asking about rotation. If you are rotating in a little late, so we look at the zone, you'll know that the beacon is here. Oh, they're there. Yep.
76 on caustic.
You start to learn smart areas. 47 on
36
one.
on Gibby.
Nice. You'll start to notice by zone what's a good place to play. Like even back there is not a bad place to play as you're kind of etching in. This isn't a bad place to play when zone closes. You got to watch your back, of course. Where they're playing up there, is that in zone? Yeah, they hit beacon, so they know.
It is.
That's not a bad place to play, but they're not playing it, meaning that it must be pulling towards us.
It's also that place
We're here.
to play
On my
up
ping.
there's contested. Looking.
Oh, I'm getting shot. I got
54.
hammered from the right.
Okay, well the Valkyrie's hurting over there, so
Yeah, I'm batting.
pressure
I'm
from
batting.
down.
I am in a bad spot. I played a dumb spot. I'm going to queue back up in a second. Hold on. All right. Everybody who's watching, this is where stuff gets really intense because everyone's going to want this from us. So like we called, that's a good spot. The Valkyrie that's right here, that's a pretty good spot. They're going to get sandwiched and they're going to be forced to push in. The north side over here has a team in this building. All we got to do is just bully people off so they don't take this. That's pretty much our goal. If this was us, we'd be splitting.
Giving Newcastle the gold helm so that we get walls faster since we're already in zone. We don't need it for rotation.
Yep. I pretty much am never going to take gold helm unless we're just aping teams.
Or if we have two.
This team is fighting really hard right here.
North team's looking at us. We can't leave.
Yep. They're going to want our spot. That's another tip right there. If you have good spot and you see another team, they're going to want it from you. They want this spot. Because this is pretty much game-winning spot. This is going to guarantee us at least top 5. Right here, my ping.
Valkyrie.
Yeah, yep.
60, red.
14.
Flush.
Gonna watch her back.
I'm out of sniper.
Gosh. Lost eyes on her.
Care package
The
coming.
care package right in front of us.
Yeah, I'll grab it. Hopefully there's like a Kraber or second weapon.
Kraber or Scout, yeah.
So what you'll notice that I do with the group is I let Sarah and Mari anchor, and I pretty much play out because I'm a Horizon, so I should be able to get in and out of scenarios. And I got so many bats from crafting. Yep, I'm looking. Thank you for the cue.
I'm gonna keep looking south.
Disney World on the right.
North.
Yeah, sounds good.
Right here, south.
Looking.
Okay.
Downed.
Nice. Finishing. Good stuff. Good KP.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna grab this care package.
Yeah. Shooting for you.
I got a different gun. All right, I got a G7.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
They're porting down right now.
Watch right. Watch right.
Looking. Crack the caustic.
Okay. They've got cover now.
Yeah.
60 on the hound. Oh.
It's funny we say.
They have a Kraber.
Okay. We say spectate the lobby, and yet we're
We're
not really. We're holding good spot. So, I mean, this is kind of what we anticipate. This is gonna be part of the video.
They're fighting in there.
I see.
We can still provide
Team here
tips while we're
still.
alive.
Yeah. Look
What's the
at
difference
zone.
there?
Everybody who's watching, this is important. We have game-winning spot. Everyone who has to move out in the open. So realistically, the only way they get this spot is that they Valk ult us and 50-50 us for the spot, which is sometimes people do in this lobby, by the way. Taking shots in the north, flush on one.
Flush in there.
Yep.
On the rock here, might be looking to port in.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going back to buildings. I'm gonna leave them alone.
I'm gonna keep looking north. Top
Okay,
6.
I'm gonna keep holding south.
I got it. I'm gonna watch this
Watching
angle.
east. Valkyrie coming up here.
On the height here.
I see.
How is that in?
I'll let you guys
That
watch
should be out of
that.
bounds.
Where's this other team go? So another tip I always provide in terms of rank, we know that there's 5 other squads remaining. We know one was here, one is up here, taking shots, missed. And then we know that there's one, okay, there's another one right here. That's 3 accounted for. There's 2 teams that are unaccounted for. They're probably further back, and when the zone closes, it's about to get real uncomfortable.
I got Kraber.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'll watch your angle. I'm watching it right now.
Either you have shield cells or none.
Yeah, I can drop you
Just 2.
too.
Thank you.
Right here, homie.
Okay.
Do you need bats? Or you good?
I have 3 bats.
Okay.
I need ammo though.
Do you need light? Shoot.
Yeah.
Here. Give me a second. I'll cover you.
Where's the shots from?
The north side. I'm gonna hold the ult.
We're all looking that way. I need to turn and watch Kraber.
Yeah. You're good. I got this. I can drop
They're
you
not gonna be
light.
in zone.
Okay.
They're not gonna be in zone on right.
Cracked one. Is
drop it up
team
here.
on the left? Yeah, they're in. Okay, yeah, I'm coming up.
Blue armor here. In the
Yeah,
open.
coming. I'm gonna drop you light. 60 light on
They're
me
not
right here.
still in.
Thank you.
This person has to leave right
Yeah,
now.
take a shot. Knocked. Good stuff. Oh, they got gold res. Just gonna keep shooting at it. Sarah, watch north side if you can.
Yep.
I'm gonna wide swing on this and just grief so they don't res. Good job. Nice. Watching Disney World right
Right
here. Yep.
One down.
Top 3. Nice.
One team here.
So we know where both teams are. The other team's here because they just fought that.
Okay. And the
We're
team's
still
left.
in. North team has to leave.
Okay. That team actually doesn't have to go as far. So really, it's the
Yeah,
north
but they
team
will
that
be in the open.
Watch
They'll be in
angle.
the
Watch
open
angle.
now.
They're looking to aggress on this.
Replacing this wall because it's been taken down.
You're good.
I have an alt cell.
Okay, pop it. I'll cover.
Dude, I can't believe they have such a good angle. I'm kind of throwing.
Um,
I'm gonna take a different
pressuring.
angle in a second. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm out of the fight for a second. I'm repositioning.
You're fine. The other team should shoot them in the back. Yeah, the other team shoot them in the back.
I shouldn't have shot at them. I'll let them have that. Hopefully the other team helps us. At least
Lower
get them
left.
to. Yep.
60 red.
One's still on the rock.
Yeah, I can't really move to my spot over here without getting griefed. I do have my ult still.
Are you trying to move to?
Well, I want to be right here, but the Pathfinder
I'm
has
almost
a...
out of shield healing. I have 1 bat. That's it.
Okay, I'm dropping 2 bats on me right here. Here you go.
They're just griefing the wall right now. Will you have it back in time, babe?
Yeah.
Oh, in case you guys don't know, Mari and Sarah are dating.
We're engaged.
Yeah, they're engaged.
Really important information.
Well, I mean, they're gonna
Alcohol.
ask. Okay, get ready. They're gonna grief us. They're gonna try. Yep, they're coming.
24 red on one.
Oh yeah, they're coming right for this, man.
They're gonna play below. Let them have below.
Oh yeah, right, that's fine, that's fine.
Shooting the ult, shooting the ult.
Nice. Let them have it. They're running up though.
Horizon coming up.
Queuing up then.
81 red.
Ulting the Wraith.
81 red.
All right, they're going inside. They're going inside. That's exactly what we want.
Okay.
Batting.
I'm replacing this wall.
Watch out, watch out.
Replacing wall.
Nice. Just hold. Wait, wait, wait.
On a bat.
Oh, we're still in up here. We'll just hold. They're fighting inside. We just got to choose a side.
Well, left won't be able to peek after this closes, really.
Almost cracked the path.
Are they on the rock?
One is on the rock. One. It's just
almost,
a Pathfinder.
Almost cracked Wraith. This is my last bat. I'm out again.
Okay.
I'm watching this side
Batting.
in case I climb.
We're all gonna have to move.
I have no heals now.
All right, I got one bat.
I have one bat as well.
All right.
I won't peek.
All right, I'm just chilling them.
I think we did enough pressure anyways.
Yeah. One's playing outside right now. I hope
Ult
that
at
they
52.
fight.
I will have it when it closes.
What we need to do is just ult in the middle over here. I can throw my Q over for you, so then we can ult and like face opposite of them. They might be fighting. Hold on, hold on. Never mind.
We want more like here. My ping.
Where?
My
moving
ping. A close ping. It's a close ping.
72 on path left.
Ping again.
Out.
Just so I know. Ping.
There.
Do you want a Q to fly forward, or are you gonna be able to do it on your own by ulting forward?
I can do it.
Okay.
It's at 79 right now.
All right, get ready. We're gonna have to move first, unfortunately. I'm gonna take an angle now.
Okay. 91.
Yep.
I'll have it.
Dude, I can't believe you peeked that. I was holding it, thinking he wasn't gonna peek it. Watch your
We
left.
need to do it now, I think.
Yep. Go, Sarah, and I'll come over with you.
Here? I'm on a bath.
Yeah, yeah, you're good, you're good. I'm gonna hold with you here. Hold, hold, hold. Try not to peek too much because we don't have any heals. Queuing up, queuing up. Covering. Might have been too ballsy of a Q, to be honest. Oh, we're getting focused. I don't have any shield healing either.
Excuse me?
Yep.
No.
Just hold, just hold. Keep holding it. They're gonna fight in a second. Keep holding it. Shoot. I'm blocking for you.
Thank you.
Watch the arc behind.
Make a try.
They just didn't fight.
Yeah, they just stayed in their building. Maybe we went. Oh, I guess we didn't much of a choice, though.
We didn't
Maybe.
have a choice.
How are these guys plat and yet we ended up in a pred lobby? Well, they got master badges. All right. Round 2. That wasn't bad for a first round, so people saw the rotation. That was, I guess, an example of playing early zone. We got blessed with a circle, so I don't really know what else to say about that in terms of tips. So we played best we could there. Low in resources. The problem at the end zone, this is what you see a lot of, is that you pretty much let the zone have the other teams make a mistake. You don't just like full send something because you know that the other team is going to third party, right? All right, so let's segue to the next round. Newcastle. All right, hit record. Okay, for this segment, I want to point out that we're providing as many tips as humanly possible while we're trying to rank. Usually, I'm not mudding the comms as much as I am just screaming a bunch of tips in between, so they're able to focus a bit more. So technically, I'm pulling a lot of focus from my teammates, and they're just being very nice. The fact that they're letting me make a video, which is why I, again, will shout them out. Comment. They're in the description down below, Sarah's channel on YouTube, and Mari's Twitter as well. This is the next round. If we die early, then they'll mute up and I'll spectate and commentate the rest of the lobby. If we get another long round, I mean, you're kind of seeing the way the lobbies play. You see how many teams were at the very end zone. If there was more cover, there would have been more teams available. The downside of that zone, which is why it was not as entertaining, is that we've seen that zone and we know where it pulls. So we just kind of just went for it, you know? When you're blessed with the zone, you're blessed with the zone. It is what it is. Probably going to drop us a little over here by the armory. We've been playing armories. I say that, and we've honestly been switching it depending on what teams do. Like if we see this as an example, and people are contesting us, we won't play armories that night. Right now I'm playing armories. Yeah, looks like they're contesting.
Sticking?
Yep, stick it.
I'm going here.
Okay. There you go. They're going to triple land on you, Sarah. They're triple landing on you. There's a whole nother team as well.
Coming over to you guys.
I'm probably dead.
I'm going to take the car and get out. Oh, shoot. I think I'm dead. I can't believe so many teams landed there.
Oh, no, I'm getting charge rifle.
So this is what we call a very strange circumstance of teams just landing on top of you. There's not much we could have done here. Look at this POY, completely untouched. Crazy. I'm gonna come back in a second.
Is it actually? I don't know that
They're fighting each other now.
Oh no, there's nobody in here. Surprisingly, I don't know why everybody landed on us. It's crazy.
I'm crawling as far as I can.
I hate the fact that I just use those cells, and yeah. I'm safe over here. There's also a blue.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Bin's armor, and then I'm gonna go try to recover Sarah when she's safer, further away.
All right, sounds good.
They're here right now.
Bro, can I knock it 7 P20s?
So if people played like this, we wouldn't play armors anymore. We'd land somewhere else. You kind of have to gauge. This is another tip, depending how the lobby is playing, what you're going to do for that day.
One coming to thirst me right now.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for a second.
He's by himself.
He's by himself pushing then, because I got better armor.
One is bowing though from the building.
Damn it, I hate that.
On my way. I've got guns as well. If they're overextended, we can shoot.
He's running back. I think I might take the Eater and get out.
I saw one team go to Lightning Rod in the Eater.
So one team landed on you, and
one team landed on me.
Okay, so and then there was another one, Lightning Rod, which they're fighting right now. We could just take south side at this point. Well, actually, where's the next res station?
South. Honestly, we take the Eater.
All right, let's go. Another tip that's very helpful in ranked, knowing when to tap straight off these things. Saved us so many times for being chased.
I'm gonna jetpack myself, and I should be able to land right on the beacon.
Okay. This other team should do the armory, so we should be free. So everyone comment, this is most people shouldn't be 50-50ing you. Usually they should have some respect towards
leaving you a wingman.
Thank you.
I don't know what other words to use. They should have some respect knowing that if they're gonna drop that much KP, like no matter what, even if you're the better squad and you happen to win or lose, what have you, you're risking so much RP. And
Longbow with a 48.
Nice. I'm gonna take that then. Actually, I'm running Spitfire PK.
Okay, I've got 30-30 RE.
I'm gonna be super cringy and run a Spitfire.
Okay.
Never mind, I'm running Flatline. I have class.
I'm mega low.
He's classy.
Actually.
Do you want the sniper then, Sarah?
I'm taking sniper now.
Okay.
You can take sniper as well, Sarah. Take it. I got one over here. I'm good.
Where is it? The other building?
This building with a 48 on it.
Okay.
We're gonna have to rotate this time.
Yeah, let's go.
Grabbing this gun and I'll be on the way.
Just know another major tip that if you are getting 50-50, just if you get better guns and you get better armor, sure, engage on it. If you run into the situation that we did, I tried to fight the Ash for loot and I realized things are bad, then you rotate out. That's probably the best tip I can provide. There is always a way out. Your way out of your window to actually get out though is between at this skill level 1 to 2 seconds. If you hesitate for 1 or 2 seconds, if I didn't go on that vehicle and get out when I did, I would have probably got eliminated, and that would have been it for me at least. Mari still probably could have gone on. This isn't even landed on either. So
what?
this is
a beacon.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. So you'll notice this happens. You notice now that everyone's playing safer. So if everyone plays safe and those 4 teams up there, everyone has the same mindset to play safe. That's why, even though I'm providing a lot of tips, remember, by doing the exact opposite of what you think is going to actually work can be very, very helpful. So in this circumstance, because nobody is actually, I guess, everyone is kind of clustering trying to play safe because they're fearful of their RP, it means that other POIs are going to be safe for you. Like this. Like, this is just wide open for us. That's crazy. We didn't throw our game, so we didn't need to spectate the lobby. A lot of people died, and I guarantee most of it took place over here. That was 2 teams, so that would have dropped down 18. Maybe some other people landed on top of each other. But now we have Crafter, we have Beacon, and we can reset. We can craft some batteries, and it's going to be GG's. I'm running way too much heavy in my inventory. I know people are going to judge my inventory. I just tend to pick up as much ammo as possible. I need to run probably more nades. That's another fault of mine. But, you know, we live and we learn, so... Those are just as many tips as I can provide. Any tips, anything from Mari and Sarah? What do you guys think? Give myself a little break from chatting. And if you guys don't have tips, it's perfectly fine. Even if the tip is I hate ranked.
I always carry an Altic Saw in Newcastle now because it's been useful.
Yep, that's pretty valuable.
Yeah, especially for the end zone.
I think really a lot of our plays focused on beacons and crafting. I know we kind of touched on it, but we didn't highlight it uniquely. But beacon and crafting gives you such a strong opener. It gives you information and loot. So if you can't get the armory, this is the next best thing.
Yeah, it's free batteries because most POIs you might be starved. So you'll probably notice a lot of pro players will always land around these type of POIs. It's not a mistake. Sometimes you'll come out of a whole area and then you'll realize that there was just nothing there, you know? And right now, you're going to see the opposite play from us. We're going to be playing more edge of zone than center of zone because we weren't blessed with a circle. And I guarantee there's already people playing towards the center already anchoring. So we can't... If we weren't that fast to it, we're late, essentially. Sorry, go ahead, Mari.
Do either of you have a 2 or 3x?
I
Spare?
have a 2x4 and a 6x. I dropped a 3x, I thought.
I didn't see it. I need something for my 30-30.
I guess
Loot
take my
sharing,
2x4.
by the way. There we go. Loot sharing is very important to talk about as a team.
Wait,
Yeah.
I can take that. You can have this.
Optics here.
Okay.
Mid-range.
Thanks. You really do have our backs, huh?
We talked a little bit about, you know, that, but like you can pick stuff up in advance. Like you two always know I'm gonna want a 2-3 or 2-4 and a 30-30.
Yeah.
So they ping it in advance. If they see something, that would pick it up for me. Vice versa. Like if Sarah's running a Havoc, I might be on the lookout for turbos. You save a lot of looting time that way. The loot speed is what determines how quickly you can rotate, which determines if you have a good or bad spot.
You'll notice at the end zone that you're pretty much just going to be starved for resources too. If you go too quickly there, you get cracked 4 times on purple armor. That's 4 batteries. I currently have 3 batteries and 8 cells, which pretty much burns through every single one of my healing. And you're going to be compelled to constantly peek. And pretty much what we're doing right now is we're rotating. Because the fighting took place here and probably in some other obscure spot, everyone is slowly but surely rotating in. We have beacon here. We're going to hold edge. And, you know, it's funny. Like, this isn't even spectating lobbies, but I mean, we kind of are. I don't know what to say.
People there, they're going to craft, it looks like,
Yeah.
on the bins.
We need to watch
I don't
our
think we
backs in a
shoot.
second. Yeah,
I don't
we'll
think
hold.
we shoot.
And it depends on your team. You'll notice that there's a mix of players. If they've played together a long time, depending on their play style. I know some go a lot more ooga booga. Some tend to chill, wait for zone. Right now, well, we're just trying to provide tips and stuff like that. Sometimes, like, if we were off recording, we might have actually just like full sent it. But obviously, we're trying to preserve as much RP, considering I just got into diamond. That's also a plus. And right now, it's very punishing, the system in general. Going down 63 points is
Here right now.
Yep, it's pretty brutal.
Figured this. Oh,
They're behind us. They're behind us. Yeah. Hit one for 91.
Putting a wall on you.
Yep. The other
Watch out
team.
for Horizon ult.
Yep. Just take it out. Take it out.
Shooting
Nice. Good stuff. Cover.
I'm
batting,
getting
batting.
hard.
All right, we might need to
on a batter.
rotate. They're pushing hard. They're pushing hard. I'm gonna queue up and do some damage and ult back. Queuing. Ulting.
Okay, I'm throwing a grenade. I'm
Yep.
dropping.
They're taking my queue up. I'm flying back. I'm flying back. Yep.
I don't have my Q.
You're good. I might go down. No, the other team is
They're both
rotating up.
teams.
I'm dead.
Holding. They're good. They're engaged. I'll keep going back.
Yep.
I've never heard of you in my life.
You might be able to come back and res this, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make it look like I'm flying away.
Okay. There's another team rotating in the back too.
Gosh darn. This is not what I wanted to see.
Crawling.
You can't go that way. The rocks are in the
Oh
way.
no.
Recharging shields.
Once we get around the rock, I say just stick the res. Oh, okay.
Are they pushing it?
Yes,
Oh,
they're pushing
Lordy,
very
yes, they
hard.
are.
And the other team's going to be
Okay.
behind you.
I don't have knockdown shield.
Okay,
Good
we meet
play.
up now.
Yeah, yep. All right, so that fight, that was a little rough. It is what it is. And look, I mean, we got run up by Energy Sweet and Humid, so we could pretty much just spectate and watch them at this point. What's interesting, like, okay, so we took shots. We knew the team down below was probably going to fight, so we probably should have disengaged from that to begin with. Even if we won the fight up top, Sweet and Humid's team is probably just going to push us, to be realistic. We held up top. The reason why is we were kind of being greedy for the beacon. That's really why we were playing up there. It wasn't because we were going to hold, because we were waiting. We just wanted beacon information so we could rotate in. Honestly, we might spectate them till the very end. They know how to push and what to do. So this is like the perfect video content to highlight here, to be honest. So what they're doing, you'll notice that they're really great at taking off angles and catching people out. So that person got caught out there, but it was because they're taking such great angles in general. And they have each other's covers. You know how like the end zone, we're all covering different angles? What they're great at doing, especially with like Sweet in terms of making calls, is that they're great at making the angles like playing arena mode. If you're playing arena mode, you always want to play like a separate angle. You don't all just run across the same angle. The unfortunate part that happened with us there is that we were all facing the same angle. Naturally, because we were holding. Realistically, I'll probably take fault for that last round. I should have been occupying space. We were just kind of chilling there. I guess we didn't really think that anybody would run up on us that late. But realistically, I guess if there was teams over at Thunderwatch, the best assumption would be yes, that they're going to. So an interesting thing, remember how a team such as Sweet's team will play everything super aggressive? Notice that they're disengaging this fight. And the reason why is not because they can't win it. I guarantee you that Sweet, Inhuman, and Chaotic can win this fight. Like, they're very skilled players. They know how to play this game. And the reason why they're rotating in, one, because of zone pressure. The zone pressure is going to force them in. Two, they have all these points already in their 10th place. There's no reason for them to, I guess, just get greedy on this. Remember, top 5 is going to be your priority and your goal once you have points. Unless you just kind of play towards the center of the zone because you have beacon information. And the only downside with that is that from the prior round, another tip that you probably saw is that if you play outside for that long, you're not going to go up a lot of points, unfortunately. You still need to get KP. And sometimes you just kind of play the RNG of it. What we were hoping by playing the end zone from last round was that teams would be rotating, would be able to catch a lot more out. So I guarantee now they're going to hold the edge of zone and probably go into a potential other fight. Or there are other options to play towards center of zone at this point. But again, these lobbies are, assume everyone knows how to play and what they're doing, right? Everyone knows how to counterplay. Everyone knows how to push, how to get in and out of a fight. It all comes down to a little bit, were you playing zone? Did you have optimal positioning? Did you push at a really strong moment? We gave the team down below, and I don't know if it was Sweet's team or if it was the other team that pushed us. They had the perfect push. Once we fought up top, honestly, we should have just disengaged and ran. There was no reason for us to really even stay within that engagement because I promise you, even if we won it, one of us would have been flush and the other team would have ran up on us. You'll see this a lot. People playing, and this is it's good to occupy space, but the downside of why they're going to push this so hard, if a team is hiding this hard in a building, you know that they're not confident in their fight. Don't occupy a building this hard. This is probably the worst thing that you could possibly do. Let's see where Sweet, he's got the angle. Because you're just, while it seems like it's a really smart play, maybe if you're running a caustic, maybe, the downside is that you know that they're going to all be inside and trapped. And because of that, it creates them an opening, which you saw right now. They have to be really quick on the res. They're very fast at this, which is expected at this tier in lobby. They reset. Even if the other team ran up on them, they would be reset and be able to dish out a significant amount of damage in a healthy amount of time. So realistically, what we're spectating is above Diamond Lobby. To be honest, I know we said that the title of this video is Diamond Lobby, but this is top. You see, I mean, Inhuman's 28, Chaotic is number 8, Sweet is number 21. So don't get discouraged by a number either. It's all about playing smart, playing positioning, and playing angles. If you're holding a building, make sure that people are holding the outside of it. So when you saw us hold the last zone, you saw that we're holding outside of it, and we're also consistently trying to occupy space. That's probably another big tip. Don't just cower in a building. This isn't Warzone. You have to occupy space, otherwise you will be pushed in, and they will make sure that it's just a clear sign that they know they can win the fight. I just can't stress that enough. Make the mistake outside the building. So they hear the fight right now, and that you can use the kill feed as an indicator. They need to take this positioning, which is why they're pushing in. This is what we would do as well. If we heard these shots, you're not just going to camp necessarily. You actually just want to go in on the fight. If you lose, then you'll know it's because, well, did we deal enough damage? And my gosh, Sweet just absolutely frying with the devotion. And there's a scan. The team is inside, and they pretty much have this. Now, you can coexist with the team here. You can coexist or bully them out. Right now, if they pushed inside the building, what's going to happen is that the other team is going to push up. So they're going to try to at least live with them for just a minute, or at least put enough pressure to where they can rotate and scare them. They do not want that team to leave the building. So they're just putting enough pressure on both teams. That is an amazing amount of pressure that Sweet is dishing out here. Damage is a great way to tell a team to, lack for a better word, F off. I don't know what other word to use, but it's the best way to tell a team that this is your space and that it's yours. Like you don't want anybody else to take it. If you do 170 damage, that team up above is not going to push. I rest assured they're not going to. That team is also helping them from having the other team pushing, which is why they're able to occupy the space. The only bad thing that can happen in this scenario for Sweet's team is that they get shot in the back and they have little space to go. But there's only 8 squads, and they've pretty much already assessed this. So if there's 8 squads, they have 2 located here, and based on the zone, you can probably assume that the other half of the lobby is located on the other side. If this was like 12 squads remaining, I guarantee they probably wouldn't hold this for as long. So this is another really smart play, big brain. Remember how I mentioned how you want to do the opposite of what the expectation is? If they come down right now, they're going to 3-2-1 this individual and then push up. This is such big brain stuff. This may not work in ALGS, but it'll work in ranked. So right now they're waiting for the team to make a mistake. I love this play. This is amazing. I love the fact that they're gonna pull this off. I swear. And they actually may win. There it is. Dude, such a smart play. I gotta start doing this too. That's so smart. The downside is they got a caustic, man, which is hard. They're gonna go up the second floor. They're gonna take out this, so then they have the angle. Remember, off angles are huge. One of them got knocked, but still, I commend them for the play that they're making. The Rampart shield is going to make it very difficult for them to push in, so they have to wait and hold this out. There's a massive nade that just went out there. I think it's from another team, unfortunately. I don't think it's their nade. Or it could be. There we go. Good damage. They're about to clean this up, and then they can reset. Look at all the nades that are coming in. So they might lose this. It's not because they're greedy. They had to get this team out. Even if they pushed in, this team is going to shoot them in the back, okay? You have to understand that. They have to hard stick the res because they can go in and go for an armor swap. Don't be afraid to hard stick a res. He can go in here, armor swap, and can be an asset to his team. Sometimes they do enough damage, but yeah, there was an ash port. Maybe they might back off and they might not engage into this. It's a team that not gold away, but now they have all these resources to their disposal. So this is a brilliant play, very smart. It really panned out for them, and the other teams just decided not to get greedy. So they have the most kills in the lobby. Notice how it's not necessarily them going, people think a pro player goes ooga booga booga without thinking. No, that's not what happens here. What's happening is that they're playing extremely intelligently. Notice that the fight that they had with us, they third-partied, or maybe they were the team that pushed through in general, but they knew how to mop it up quickly. I think that they were the team that third-partied. But they're also taking fights intelligently, and look where they went center of zone right now. They could drop on this and get them out, which is probably what they're going to do because they managed to catch them out. A lot of damage pretty much screams that they have to push this. They have the opening. There's no reason not to occupy this building and occupy this space. Most teams are going to play very respectful, and they're not going to third party at this stage in the game with only 5 squads remaining. So now they got kill leader, you know, they're mopping it up, and now they have this whole building to themselves in their top 5. So brilliant play on their part. Very smart. If you can get the damage, you can make the play. Another option for them if they didn't get the damage is just coexist with them up top. It's really hard to push a caustic team, but if you hold, and this is, you see, notice again, that team was not occupying space on top. I can't stress that enough, that if they don't occupy space up top, then Sweet's team probably wouldn't be able to take the roof as cleanly. I think they probably still would have been able to push it, but because they were just sitting inside, caustic barrels on the roof. So many different things because space is so important to occupy. Right now they have game-winning spot, and they're probably going to win this because of just they know how to play. It's just watching their gameplay here and being able to commentate it with as many tips as possible. Hopefully it's helpful for all of you guys. But notice how they're not split, but they're occupying space. So he's going to push forward because it's a 1v1. The bubble's providing space, and he can Valkyrie right or fly right back up. Even if it gets knocked, they can go for the reset. Don't be afraid to make a play if you know that you have the potential for a reset. They might get pushed up on here. Might have actually cost them, but still, I mean, listen, sometimes you just got to go for it. There's a door. Oh, it might actually do a lot of damage. Let's take a different POV of Sweet here. Checking out their POV. So know that they got a 2v, 3v3. Still a good play. They're occupying space. They're keeping the teams off. What happened there is they both converged on them, and I don't fault them for anything of this at all. Maybe it might have been a little greedy to go for the play down below, but at the same time, it's at least you're going for something. I always commend a team that is going for a play and trying something, whether you're like, I'm going to go for the beacon or I'm not. It's a play, right? All right, so looks like Sweet's team got eliminated. Let's take a look at the team that eliminated them here. This Tex team, they pushed up. Good play here. Now it's a 2v1 scenario. And that might be it here. just because there's pretty much no way that he's going to be able to clutch that out. I mean, right now, one's pushing by themselves. If he gets a bad off and he turns and just one mags them, then sure. But remember, at this level, it's assumed everyone can kind of land their shots. It's just a 2v1 right here, and they're going to clean up. Hopefully, again, this video is helpful. Don't forget, guys, to leave a like, comment, subscribe. This is definitely above diamond. I don't know what to call this. So I hope it was insightful, provide as many tips. The tips that you can step away from this: occupy space. If you're going to play for something, play for it. Make a quick decision to rotate out. We shouldn't have, with the team that was down below, we should have just rotated immediately, knowing that they were down below, and just went for zone, knowing that there was going to be a team behind us because we got third partied. It wasn't going to be a safe play, ultimately, unfortunately. But again, I appreciate all of you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to support Sarah and Mari as well. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, everybody.